Yo, what's up, guys? So, I know I'm tired and all that shit, but today I'm going to show you the 26 copywriting mistakes, over 98%. And I'm not even joking, I'm not even making these from the from my ass. 98% of copywriters make that stop them from becoming successful copywriters. Now, why am I showing you this? It's because I want you to escape the grueling, back-wrenching, exhausting months of and years of trial and error. Now, how do I know this? How do I know this shit? Well, these tips took me more than fucking 6 months to learn. And I'm giving it out for free because I want you guys to join my Discord. Why do I want that? Because as you know, as you've heard a million times, attention is money nowadays. So I need your attention. Get a notebook out, get a pen out, and fucking write because these are important. Super, super, super fucking important. If I had known these before, oh my God, bro, I would have had clients a month or two in. So, what's the first lesson? But before that, of course, you have to click the like and subscribe button. So this video can go out to everyone in the fucking world, and I can make the most money. So, click the like button, subscribe, comment below which tip you like the most. I don't know what the fuck you want. Anyways, letter A. And is the number one flow killer. Now, what the fuck do you mean by that, Ahmed? Well, calm down. Using the word and at the start of any sentence except two exceptions, I'm gonna come back to them later. Using the word and at the start of any sentence kills the flow of the email. What do I mean by that? Let me show you an example. Today, I'll show you how I made $1 million after 2.5 years of trial and error, and how you can do the same just half the time. You see how the flow was so like it was bad. It was bad. Now, what can you do instead? Well, here's first of all, you can either make it in one sentence. So today I'll show you how I made $1 million after 2.5 years of trial and error, and how you can do the same in just half the time. Or if there isn't space, you could use the word not only. This actually in one of Tyson 40's course videos. So yeah, I'm giving it out for free. I don't even know why. So for his example, today I'm not only going to show you how I made $1 million after 2.5, etc., but I'm also revealing how you can do the same in just half the time. You see, the flow was so much better. It was 100 times better. Here's another example for a fitness mentor. With the word and, he would help me show up because you invested in yourself, and he would also, etc., etc. I'm not going to read it all, but the flow is off. Here, the flow is. Not only would he help you show with showing up because you invest in yourself, but he will also do this, that. There are only two exceptions. One, okay, what the, and this is one of them. Like when you're listing out like exceptions or something, and there are only two something. This is one of them. You understand? We're gonna get to them like later. And then two is when you're saying something like, and no, this does not need previous experience, past knowledge, or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're also gonna get to them later. Like these are just examples. We're gonna get to the real examples later. B. Build your portfolio on real life influencers. Now I know you've heard this a billion, quadrillion times, but no one tells you how to actually do it. This this is super important. Many copywriters, many, like hundreds, and I was one of them too. When a prospect asks them, okay, yeah, I'm interested. Do you have any portfolio or a sample that I can use? What they do is just leave them unread. You cannot do that. You cannot leave your client or your prospect unread or seen. You have to instantly reply to them. So be prepared. Here's what I mean. One, open up your Instagram, find a big influencer, write a great email for him, and then make a file on Google Drive or on, oh my God, or Notion, I'm also going to make a video about how to do your portfolio, and then put your emails there. Sorry, guys. C. Confusion kills sales, and curiosity makes hundreds of thousands of dollars. What I mean by that is that this is the number one rule in sales. Confusion kills sales. So if your copy is confusing, don't expect anyone to buy. Instead, keep it simple, witty, and intriguing. Keep it simple so it can be understandable. Keep it witty so people can say, "You always left me satisfied and smiling, so I'll keep coming back." That's what she said. If you know The Office, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And then they're going to come back to every email we send. And then keep it intriguing because curiosity is the number one sale maker. D. Don't use unrelatable analogies. Oh my god, this is super important. Super, super important. I see many people making this mistake. There's only one main reason for analogies. Also, this is what we talk about here. So, there's only one main reason for analogies. No, it's not because it makes the copy more witty, more friendly, or even make it easier to understand. Even though these are reasons, but they're not the main reason. What the main reason is to make it remember. The easiest way to do that is to make the analogy relatable. So see, like for example, when you make it an everyday analogy, like drinking water, whenever someone goes to drink water, they're gonna remember your analogy. And when they remember your analogy, they're gonna remember the brand, they're gonna have you're gonna have their attention, and they're always gonna click on your emails for the reasons stated above, because it's more witty, more friendly, and easier to understand. Then all you need to do is monetize that attention and make money. Making money with emails will be so much easier with them. Also, as a side note, keep the notch simple. Don't be that dude who makes everything harder. That's what she said. Escape the framework trap. Okay, like a billion, quadrillion copywriters make this mistake. I mean, literally 99% of copywriters make this mistake. At least 99% of the copywriters I know. Most beginners nowadays, not only do they follow a copywriting framework, but they follow a copywriting template. For example, Tyson 40's template. Look, the templates are great and all, okay, but there are two downsides to them. One, every copywriter who follow Tyson has those same templates, so they're going to use it to the same people. They're going to outreach to the same people using the same templates. They're all gonna just okay. You're one of them, copywriters. We're not going to reply to you. All the prospects are going to say that. That's one of the downsides to it. But the second downside is that you won't learn everything. You won't learn anything at all if all you do is just plug in a few words. Meaning, when the templates become like irrelevant and they don't work anymore, you still won't know how to write copy. You'll fuck up your client's email list, and he'll stop making you money or paying you money. So you go back to square one. So, like, and don't tell me no, oh, copywriting isn't saturated anymore. Not many people know Tyson 40. Nigga, Tyson 40 has more than 2 million views on one fucking video. And that's the same video where he gives out the templates. So, what should you do instead? There's two things you can do. One, use the frameworks as a loose guide and take steps from other frameworks. For example, instead of DIC, disrupt, intrigue, click, you can use disrupt, agitate, and then click, or uh, hook, agitate, story, etc., 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 or solution, etc. F, focus on the benefits, not just the features. I know you've heard this a million times, but nobody tells you how to actually do it. So, look, nowadays people are so selfish. All they want to know is what you will benefit them when they buy something. So, instead of listing all the features they get from buying something, list both the features and the benefits. Here's a formula you can use. Also follow it loosely because this video is going to go viral, inshallah. So many people may be using the same thing. First of all, to write the feature and then write either one of these. So you can to get or that will and then a direct benefit. What I mean by a direct benefit is like increasing sales or increasing sales, increasing conversions, something that will directly benefit them. Here's an example. Lifetime access to all my courses well, so you can learn everything I know and start making five to $10,000 per month. That's a direct benefit. Now, this can be different to landing pages because it needs to be longer. So all I did is just add an indirect benefit and then add the same thing as these. Now look, I know these look too complicated, but it's really fucking easy. Look, here's an example: step-by-step guidance. That's the feature. So you can. That's one of these things. Build a profitable store. That's the indirect benefit, and then that will that's this. And then generate constant sales or consistent sales and grow your income fast. This is actually kind of uh, vague, but so G, grab attention with visual flow. I know you've heard flow a million times, but you never heard of visual flow because this is only what top copywriters do. Look, top copywriters know that how your text looks is just as important as what it says. What I mean by this is that if you just put a plain white page of text, people are just gonna see it as bored, bored, bored. So use line breaks, bold words, bold or italic or underlined words, and white space so like you can guide the reader's eye. For example, uh, instead of just writing a plain text, you know, because people are going to see it as like something boring, you can bold the important or key points of the uh, text or the yeah of the copy. So bolding these words or the key points can make the reader's eye instantly go to the bolded words, meaning they're gonna instantly go to the key points, and your idea will go to the reader much faster and easier. So yeah, this makes your messaging way more engaging and easier to consume. Research is, I don't want to read research. H. This is something, oh my God, that's super important. Super, 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 super. A billion, quadrillion, super important. Highlight only the dream state with you. What are you talking about? Many copywriters tend to use the word you for pain points, which is why their copywriting is too pushy and insulting. Here's an example. You wake up every day, you look at your bank account, and you see $0. If that's you, then listen up. Today I'm revealing etc. 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 Now I know it may look good. It might seem good, but me personally, and anyone in this world, no one will buy from someone who insults them. So what you should do instead is is write something like, instead of you, only for the pain points, instead of you, write most target audience. Here's an example. Most people wake up, look at their bank account, and see $0. If that's you, then don't worry, etc. 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 Imagine if I had said here, instead of many copywriters, I said you. For example, you tend to use the word you for pain points, which is why your copy is too pushy and insulting. See what I mean? Your copy is pushy because you use the word you for pain points. It not only comes off as beginner copywriting, but it's also insulting. But you're also assuming that your audience did this thing. Instead, when you say most people they would relate to it without feeling shit about their lives, and they would read till the end. So, win-win. I invite fresh, eyes to check your copy. I had to make it sound cool because, I didn't find anything for the word eye. After you write a piece of copy, don't instantly send it to your friends or the Discord community. Link in bio, or link below, or um, pinned comment. So after you're done with the copy, don't instantly send it. First thing you should do is take a 30-minute break. What you can do is read a book, do some outreach, take a shower, talk with your father. So I don't know what you should do. And then after that 30 minutes, go back, read it out loud, and I guarantee you, you'll find some mistakes. You're gonna fix them, and then you're gonna send them to the Discord community. Jay, just do it. Yes, I know Nike did that before. But I'm just gonna instead of writing a few words, then reading the copy out loud, then editing it, then going back to writing, then the cycle goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Write about 5 lines, one, two, three, four, five, and then like non-stop. Just write them, write them, and then go back and read them, and then edit them. Then go back to writing. Instead of just writing, oh, I had to make it sound cool. Okay, where's the flow? Where's that? No, write the whole thing. Go back and read it, and then edit it. It will be so much better because you're gonna write everything on your mind. Then you can make it sound better and more understandable. Therefore, your copy will not only be understandable, but your idea will get to the reader much, much better. Okay, kick off strong, not soft. What I'm trying to say is that instead of just writing, hey, first name, or um, yo, what's up, first name, something like that, no. You should start off with something because the reason for this is because every single fucking email in your inbox or my inbox starts with hey first name, 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 or even in the title. What you should do is instantly uh like start off with something maybe even controversial, intriguing, maybe like strong, etc. The reason for this is because you will not only stand out from the crowd, but like it's gonna instantly grab them by the eyeballs. They're also going to read till the end, giving you a chance to monetize their attention. I'll leverage AI. I know. You've heard a billion, quadrillion, billion times the AI's game. But here's the thing, listen. AI is super smart. Using AI's game, leveraging is more. Oh, yeah, true. Using AI is super game, but leveraging it is smart. Here's what I mean. Instead of making AI write you a couple emails and then instantly copying it and putting it into the client list and then just sending it, you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck the biggest. You're gonna be the biggest fuck up in the whole entire fucking world. Instead of just doing that, you should leverage AI. Here's what I mean. AI is really great at it's even better than humans with generating ideas, making analogies, creativity, humor, frameworks, copy outline, writing copy, reviewing copy. Oh, super great. Tone, style, and brand voice. These are all the things that it's really great at. And it's even better than humans. Because the reason for this is because a human brain needs uh, a break. AI doesn't. AI is just it's like an unknown gold mine, like a gold mine that hasn't been used yet. There are millions of copywriters. Only like about 10% of them are using AI. These 10% of them are successful because they don't need to use their brains. Even though it's great, they can just program AI to do what they do. Generating ideas. I bet you can't just generate an idea right now for an email that hasn't been done before. Isn't generic, isn't vague. AI, when you go to AI, it's gonna be fucking great. In fact, most of this course, it's written by AI. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yes, some of it is written by me, but most of it is written by AI. I'm making it in simple English. This one I wrote it, right? Also, you don't have to be a prompt engineer to use AI. All you need to do is tell it exactly what to do, tell the angle of the email, and what attributes to add. Now, uh, I don't exactly have a course for AI, but go check out Tyson's newest course, AI's course. It is great. It is great. Um, this is actually one of the prompts I use ChatGPT for. I just tell it, I give it the email I made, and then I tell it, make it in simple English. Yeah, if you don't want to use AI, just like make your copy as simple as explaining to a 5-year-old what your idea is. Because, and the reason for this is because the internet is all over the world. You can't exactly like write for the target audience exactly because there's so much people that are kind a little bit different than the target audience. For example, if your target audience is English people, right? There are some Indians that are going to be there. You're going to have to explain to every fucking person in your email list. The best way to do that is to make it in simple English because many people don't know advanced or Shakespeare English. So make it in simple English and never be generic or vague. I don't even have to explain that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Generic is something you've probably heard before. Example, how to make 10K per month in just 30 days. Okay, yeah, I heard that a million times. Vague, make money faster, success, or something like that. Instead of just 10K per month, because, or make money faster, it can be make 88K per month within 45 days. I bet you've never heard that before. Oh, outreach messages are fucking stupid. What I mean by this is that many copywriters always get stuck with this. There's no such thing as an outreach message. Only if you're such a fucking stupid dumbass. No offense, no offense, no offense. You're just gonna send to a billion quadrillion people. Oh, here's an outreach message. Outreach. It's not gonna be personalized. It's not gonna be any of that. No, you should do an outreach system that'll take a normal person in your feed to your client. How you can do that is here's my outreach system. Reply to a story and then have a normal conversation with him, but try your hardest. That's what she said. To not make him sell you, right? If you do, you're fucked. You shit the bed, right? You can't make him sell you. Right? And this is quite the reason why I don't outreach to fitness influencers. My God, fitness influencers. If you just tell them, "Hey, good morning," they're gonna tell you, "Oh, want to buy my course? Want to buy my one-on-one personal guidance or mentor?" No, no, I don't want to buy. I just told good morning, bro. Do not, do not. Fitness influencers or fitness mentors just don't fucking send the messages. Anyways, have a normal conversation with them, and then after you've done the conversation, leave it for like a day or two, and then reply or talk to him with a video intro DM or a voice message, and then follow up. I'm also going to be making a video about voice messages and video intro DMs, or actually, I'm going to be doing voice messages for all of you people who don't want to show your faces because if I get scared. P perfect open loops. I didn't want to write it. Don't make it too long. Look, many copywriters tend to make the open loops too long. And look, when TikTok came, the attention span is less than 8 seconds. If your open loop is longer than 10 seconds, they're gonna be gone. I hope you know what an open loop is. If you don't, it's like saying, and I'll reveal it to you right now, and then you don't really reveal it, and then you tell them to click the link to reveal it. Watch Tom Stoics course or Tyson 40's course, and I'm gonna make a video about it, inshallah later. I'm gonna make many videos. But anyways, Open loops are basically keeping them intrigued. If you make it too long, you're done. You're fucked. Because they're gonna just leave the email. So don't make it too long. Don't make it too short too. I see many people saying, I'm gonna reveal the number one like tip, fitness tip, and then they're just gonna say after two lines, oh, the same fitness tip, you know. So they make the intrigue too short, which will make the intrigue, fucked. So don't make it too long, don't make it too short. That's it. Few questions are the best. What are you talking about, Ahmed? You know when you watch a video and you just feel like it's just spitting out information at you. The reason for this is not because it's not engaging, it's because it's not engaging. Sadly, through text, this is even harder. That's what she said. Because we don't have audio. Audio is super engaging, but we don't have audio, we're just writing text. So, how do we engage with an audience? Through text. Well, one of the best ways to do that is through questions. Now, there are two types of questions. One is normal questions. These are simple, short, normal questions that create intrigue, making the reader want to read. These massively make the flow better. Massively. However, overusing them, of course, as anything in life, will make the flow worse. Here's an example. Believe it or not, too much text is killing your conversion rates. Why? Because of X, Y, and Z. Another example, you see that? Why? This is a normal question. Another example, Andrew Tate, Alex Hormozy, Hamza, and many other influencers are making more than 500K per month. Their secret, they do X, Y, and Z. The best part, and so on and so on. This is actually one of the, what I mean by not overusing the normal questions. See, their secret, they do X, Y, Z. The best part, the flow is a bit off. It feels wrong. Then relatable questions. These are questions that pop up in your head, in your reader's head, as they read something, as they read your copy. Ah, bro, the flu is killing me, bro. But they'll also start trusting you and liking you. Why? Because you answer their questions. You like you have the same questions as they do. They're gonna start thinking that you know them more than they do. You know them more than they know you themselves. So they're gonna start trusting you. They're gonna start liking you, and therefore they're much more likely to buy from you. Here's an example. Sadly, through text, this is even harder because we don't have audio. So how do you engage with an audience through text? One of the best, etc., etc. Now I know what you're thinking. Questions? Won't I make it easy? See what I mean? See what I mean? If you don't, just comment and I'll explain it to you in the comments. I'll read the copy out loud. I know you know why, so I'm just not gonna read it. I simplify sentences. Now I know this is vague, but just hear me out. If you find a sentence that's chunky, try your hardest to simplify it, even if it's at the cost of the flow. So even if the flow is shit, you still have to simplify sentences. It needs to be not chunky, or else you're gonna lose loads of readers. Here are three ways to use them. Use the three dots. Use Hemingway. It needs to be pro, so you can get alternatives, but you can also use ChatGPT, the prompt like make this sentence simpler or something like that. T, test with A slash B split test. Now this is only for people who have um this is only for people who have what's it called? Oh yeah, a client. But they are super important. So watch like watch this and take notes because when you get a client, you're gonna have to do this. A slash B tests are super important. And the reason for this is because you get to know your audience much more better, and therefore you're gonna write better copy. What are split A slash B split tests or and how do you use them? Here's an example. If you have if you've had that moment where you can't decide between four different subject lines because they're too good, that's when you use uh, the split test. Here are four subject lines, for example: dream-based, fear-based, controversial-based, and value-based. This is actually one of in Tyson's courses. I don't know why I'm giving you out for free. Dream-based is, for example, how to get to 4K per month in 60 days with ecom. Fear-based, why you, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to read it. The main objective is to see which subject line performs the best to get to know your audience better. How do you know your audience better? Here's an example. Look, so let's say you tried them four. All right, you segment the audience in quarters since we're using four subject lines. And for the first half, we use subject line number one. And then for the second, we use subject line number two. For the third, so on, so on. Let's say the first one got the most clicks or open rates. Now you know that your audience is attracted to their dreams. So instead of using, now that you know that, in your next email, you're going to use a dream-based subject line, and then your next, differentiate, of course. Don't use it all the time because it's gonna start to be boring, but use it most of the time. Use dream-based. Now, this is only for subject lines if you don't have a big email list. If you have a big email list, then use like different text or something. And small email list is like 20K or less. Big email lists are like more than 50K, something like that. So yeah, you use the rule of thirds. I know you already know this, but instead of just writing something twice, go for the third time. For example, Young, Black, and Rich. I know you know that song. It's crazy good. 2K, 3K, and even 5K. Andrew Tate, Alex Hormozi, and Hamza. The reason for this is because humans are, I don't know, it's just use it. V, value every word. I know you know this. Uh, if you go over 400 words, you're fucked, my G. All right? Unless story. It's another story for story emails. See what I did there? Try as hard as you can, that's what she said, to keep it below 400 words. Because remember, as I said before, TikTok has fucked everyone's brain. Now their attention span is less than 8 seconds. You cannot be doing more than 400 emails because nobody's going to read that. So, unless you make them intrigued as fucked, well, you can't do that. Or if you can, do it. Write like you're talking with the reader, not to the reader, with the reader. I've already said that before, but I'm going to say it again because it's super important. Don't just spit out information at the reader. Talk to them like you, they're your friends. Every now and then, make a few jokes. Of course, not once to get you to jail. Don't don't use group A humor to group B, right? Extra your copy for mistakes. You can use Grammarly, you can use Hemingway, maybe even Control F to find repetitive words. This is because if the reader finds mistakes, they're going to think you're an idiot. Not you, but your client. They're going to think your client is an idiot, leading to zero sales, fi- the client firing you, and then you analyzing yourself. So, your voice, not the brand voice. Look, many people say this, but no one explains it. And I've had a hard time. Okay, that's what she said. I've had a hard time um, doing brand voice because no one's explaining it to me. So how should you perfect your client's brand voice? Believe it or not, the brand voice isn't like imagining you, imagining him talking. No, it's portraying his tone, his views and thoughts through his Instagram, YouTube videos, or something like that, and using his style. So, style, tone, and thoughts or views. For example, if the tone is humorous, use humorous email. If like he's strict or humiliating, like fitness influencers, they tell you you're fucking fat. You should get thinner. You should talk like that. You shouldn't say, "Oh, if you want to get thinner, I'm gonna get you thinner in like 30 months." No, no. In the email, If he talks like this, you should talk like that. But there's a twist. Not like 99.9999991% of uh, copywriters do not make it in the first try. Only a few get it perfectly. So what you should do is after you write your first email, send it to your client and tell him that, oh, this is just an outline of the email, or like first try of the email. I just want to send it to you to tell you if you feel like I've nailed your voice, tone, and style, your brand voice, tone, and style, and tell him that, like, does it feel like you talking to them? If it doesn't, then try it again, because they need to. Zone in on one goal per email. I don't even have to explain that. Just one goal per email, one idea per email. Don't be that fucking idiot that writes this idea, then this idea, then this idea, and this idea, because it's gonna be overwhelming for the audience, which will fuck up your list or your client's list, and then fuck you up, and you'll unalive yourself. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, I fucking lost my voice reading this to you, and I'm super fucking tired. I've got tissues all over me. That's what she. Oh, whoa, whoa. Um, so like, subscribe, because I need this video to go to all over YouTube, and join the Discord.